as promised, I checked out some places, because today is the opening day, that the iPhone goes to Verizon. So, I checked out some places, got all the scoop, went to Apple, went to Verizon, and I will have all the details right after the next song. It was a busy day. I did have some running around. But first, got an oldies song. Little Old Lady from Pasadena. That is coming up next, right here on the DJ Dave Show. And I will be back right after this. Alright, there we have it right there. The Little Old Lady from Pasadena. Man, my aunt used to live on, well, she didn't live on Colorado Boulevard, but she lived out in Colorado. So, once again, back. So, everyone wants to know, what's up with the Verizon? Well, man, everyone wants to know. There's a few people out there that probably don't really care. Well, you know, us tech geeks do care. So, anyway, so I stopped in, you know, with curiosity, and guess what? There's no line. Apple had, you know, at the Apple store, they had their gates out and waiting for all the people, and there's hardly any people out there. So, now, Verizon, they had a few more people in the Verizon store, and apparently they're sending out flyers now. Verizon sending out flyers to apply to get approved for the iPhone on Verizon. So a friend of mine got one in the mail today, and so apparently they're sending out flyers now to get people to switch over. So why don't you think? Why do you think there's no line? Well, I have a couple opinions. People get locked into these contracts, and you know, if you have a contract with another carrier, there's unless you want to pay the $200 to get out of it, people aren't going to be able to get out of it. So that's one of the options. And also, some people probably don't care. They're happy with what they have. And if you already have an iPhone, why buy another? Because even if you have one with AT&T, you can't take that over to Verizon because they're on different frequencies. AT&T and Verizon, one uses CDMA and one uses GSM. So, and me personally, I'm gonna wait it out, and I'm gonna see possibly about switching maybe to Verizon come October, because my contract with AT&T ends in October, and then that gives them the ability to work out glitches if they have any. And most likely there's going to be glitches. Also, that passes the date in June to see if maybe there's a new iPhone coming out in June. So that'll let all that stuff go by, and then I'll be able to, you know, make my decision then. See, the thing is I don't like AT&T, but I have now their what do they call it? It's the microcell, the AT&T microcell, for this little area here that doesn't have any cell service, which does me no good right now because my internet connection does not support it. But you know, eventually, if they ever do decide to bring cable or DSL in here instead of having a satellite dish on the roof, I will be able to use it. But by then, they'll probably put up a tower and it'll be useless anyways. So might as well just get something that possibly... See, Verizon does work a little bit better out here. I've got one of those Verizon Wi-Fi cards, so when my satellite dish goes down, I can still get on the internet. So, with that said, hopefully that answers everyone's questions. So it was not as a big deal as I thought. You know, I thought everyone was going to jump on board, and maybe Verizon won't. You know, Verizon doesn't seem to be too nervous about the iPhone, you know, bogging down their network like the problems that AT&T had with it. But you know, that's to be seen. And well, if not everyone jumps on board at the same time, choking up their network, they probably won't have those issues. Maybe they planned on not being as busy as some people thought. I know when the iPhone 4 first came out, there was a huge line over at Apple. And for the longest time, you know, for like a couple, well, for at least the first 2 days anyways, they had those those barriers out where people got in line and they were waiting until they ran out of stock on them, and then they went on a waiting list. But the first couple days, people were in line. They were handing out bottles of water and soda to people that were waiting in line to get the iPhone because they were standing there for so many hours. I'm like, wow. That's almost like Ultimate Electronics when they first opened up. They used to give you free water and soda when you went in there. Of course, that ended really quick. But as soon as people found out about them and they got their customers. So, once again, this has been a tech update from the DJ Dave Show. And it's time to close out because, you know, it's 11:30 and I'm usually not on the air this late. Yeah, I'm starting to get back into my little introductions and outros again. Like I've done once in the past on some older shows. So I will be back probably Saturday if I've got no plans. So what am I doing Saturday? I have no clue. So I guess I have no plans. Oh, yeah, I called to pick up my printer. And guess what? Once again, the guy's not in the office. So I called back Brother. And they're supposedly going to get back to me tomorrow. So maybe it'll be next week. Or the week after. Or maybe next year when I get my printer back. But anyways, till then, this has been the DJ Dave Show, Tech Update. Take care, everyone. And I got Vince Gill up next on Wolf Radio.